we get cut back into that moment of you all kind of turning at see Damon. I've been looking into your party for quite some time now, and I believe that you may prove to be quite an interesting investment.
Are we just gonna brush over the fact that this guy has been stalking us? How did you even find out about us?
The vast majority of people are not worth paying attention to. And besides, there are plenty of spellcasters with the ability to cast Locate Creature. And before you get any funny ideas, I wouldn't suggest attacking me here. I'm not actually here. I'm merely here on a visit. This is but a projection cast by one of my wizards.
Why are we so interesting to you, may I ask?
An associate of mine happened to spot you at the Blackstone Theatre and witnessed firsthand the role you played in defeating that fearsome creature that was summoned within. The general squabbling over finances you were having shortly prior to my appearance, that you are in need of some funding.
We're not like, broke. It's just money's a bit tight.
I will warn you, a great danger will befall the city shortly. The kind that, if you were not adequately prepared for, may swallow you whole.
I have rarely met any investor who is interested only in charity. What would you desire in return?
I don't know how much you know about me, but I operate the most successful casino in all of Ela. Advise you that the house always wins. That being the case, in every situation, I make sure to ensure that I am the house. I will finance you to an extent. If you succeed in opposing those who you oppose, rest assured I will profit from that. If you fail, I will profit nonetheless. The position I would dislike being in is not being able to profit one way or the other, or putting all my eggs in one basket.
Whatever the force would be that is causing so much danger to the city, are you insinuating that some of your eggs are in that basket?
Of course they are. Her name is Madeline.
Can you give us any more information on her?
Well, she's insane, for one, but she's not stupid. She's merely overzealous. It doesn't mean that she's incapable of being stopped. I will say that breaching the vault through the means that she's decided will render her much more vulnerable to attack than she might normally be.
Do you know her location?
I imagine that she's just outside the city, gathering strength for her breaching of the vault.
Moving on to something I'd like to get more specifics with. How much?
You give me a list of items that you wish to procure, and we can perhaps then strike a bargain.
Bargain?
Yes, of course, a bargain. A simple contract. And a businessman
Yeah.
does not simply make deals on sheer trust alone. There is no trust except that of a guarantee bound by magic. You will have ample time to review the document, of course, but I will lay out the terms very clearly. In return for accepting my aid, you swear not to cause any harm to me. Of
Now
course,
or in the
I,
future?
I, I furnish you with magical items and weapons galore. How ironic of a death would it be for me to have those things turned against me, their supplier? That simply would not do. You take the money, you take the weapons, you take the items. You are never, ever, to cause harm to me or my establishments ever again.
Ever again? You mean ever, not again. We didn't exactly attack anything of yours.
Sure.
Um, I would like to see the more specifics of the document before signing.
Make your list, and I will have my folks draft it up for you.
All right.
And you see he turns, and it is quite binding. I will come calling when you are done. And he vanishes in a puff of gray smoke.
I think let's just start picking stuff up, guys. Let's just by the handfuls.
Okay? Are we okay with the fact that we won't be able to touch this, put a finger on this dude if we?
We'll need to see the
I don't want.
specifics of
I don't
the
want to sign this
contract.
contract.
You see Golgadeth comes scrambling back. He goes, "All right. So, you were asking about scimitars, is that correct? I only have the one. Perhaps it will be of some interest to you." upon cutting an individual with it, you have the chance to be able to glimpse pieces of their memories.
Oh, I'm in immediately. Hey, Suma, you need spells, right? How about add a few to your repertoire. You know,
Wait,
Well,
are we seriously
I,
considering this?
it's just a
But we
list.
haven't
So
signed the
far,
contract.
it's just a list.
Signing a contract, we're making a deal with a devil. He is quite literally
Yeah.
a tiefling, a devil. Have none of you ever heard not to do that? Also,
Who do you think you're currently talking to?
that's true. But like, you would never like sell yourself to the being. You would never, right? Like, you never change yourself or
No. I mean,
or
I'd have to be drunk
like,
to do
yeah,
something
like
that
only a
stupid.
drunk man would do that, and I don't think you. When are you ever drunk?
I'd have to be at a weak spot for
Yeah,
sure.
so exactly. So you wouldn't make this deal with him, surely.
I mean, it's worth to listen to. You might get a cool power. Who
Okay,
knows?
I'm down to listen. I'm down to see the items they have, and we'll have to read it obviously to see the exact specifics. Let's go.
Let's just talk to him. Let's just talk to him.
Yeah.
All right. So how do we talk to him?
But after, I think I said amount of time, maybe like an hour passes as you guys shop around. He comes back.
We would like to see the contract if it's already been made up.
Of course, he snaps his fingers and a little scroll unfurls. It is remarkably short. You understand it to mean in exchange for the services rendered by one Damon Blackfire unto the signers below, the below signers agree to be arcanely bound to never attack Damon Blackfire and his estate at the cost of death.
Well, we're not gonna sign that.
Well, good luck in the vault then. And he walks away. What is everybody going to do? Suma, you're going to be putting that spell in your spell book. Galen.
I will be in the ring for Ruby, but I'm pretty sure we just have to wait for Suma to actually cast the spell, which will take 2
yes.
hours.
Okay. Ruby, and you're going to be meeting with your mom.
Yes.
I'm gonna try to do some reconnaissance of my own.
Alok, where do you think you would go? Or what's your first move
Yeah,
as
so
you are
I-
leaving the Mysterium?
I feel like rogues are gonna rogue, and I feel like other rogues are more likely to have information. So I'll do the shadier people.
You go down to the lower levels. You kind of walk into an alleyway. You should kind of try to overhear these people talking. There have been reports of a suspicious person outside of the city that is making people nervous, putting people on edge.
I'll turn the corner and get their attention.
Hello there. If you've come here, you must know that we are the ears of this place to some extent. Is there a whisper that has caught your attention?
Well, I mean, I was just passing by, but I couldn't help but hear something of a lone wolf.
What's it in for us if we tell you?
I may have some information of my own. I don't know exactly what you guys would like to hear, but
All information is good information.
well, I don't know if you know this, but the ring wasn't the ones that took their lives. It was the claw.
The claw. Those make sense. All right. About a mile out from the city walls, west, there is a small area, mostly crags, rocks. There used to be a large rock there. It was shaped funny and looked a little bit like a hen's head. We all called it Cluck Rock. It is no longer there. What's remains is just rubble. This happened just this morning, mind you. At the same time, little birdies got back to me saying a strange woman has been seen walking around there. We don't know if the two things are connected, but all those who spotted her from afar. She looked to be muttering while holding something close to her chest. It's good doing business with you, stranger. So you now have that location, Cluck Rock. You know what? We'll call it Hen Rock. Hen Rock sounds a lot easier. Is a lot easier to say. We'll say Hen Rock. Okay, you head back to the ship.
I am gonna go to Suma.
Hi. What's up?
Blah, 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 everything I just learned.
Oh, really interesting.
Yes, Cluck's Rock, yes. Well, they called it Cluck's Rock at first, and they changed it to Hen's Rock. I think they were just self-conscious about
Cluck
it.
Rock is so
We're gonna
much
go with
full
Cluck
of so
Rock,
much
though.
more
Yes,
character.
yes.
Yeah.
My guess is that this Madeline is forming some sort of undead army. But I don't know for sure, so I don't know if you want to try to go there quickly. It'll take us maybe 10, 20 minutes to get there. It's only a mile out. And maybe you could try to figure it out with your magic stuff.
Yeah, I sure would like to go there. Should we take anyone else with us? A crew member, maybe? Maybe Andros?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I'm in.
Who the fuck would have expected this
Oh my
party?
god. Where did you come from?
Oh, sorry. It's just, I also
No,
live on
no,
this
no,
floor.
no. It's nowhere.
No,
Oh,
it's fine.
really?
You
Oh,
normally
right.
listen on our conversations and just stand there and listen.
No, I'm just like, I know I'm like surprisingly stealthy for such a big guy.
Yeah, that's actually
But
really good for what we're
well,
doing.
You guys go off. You feel a powerful energy reverberating throughout the area. Alok, you feel your amulet vibrating violently. You feel this before you see Madeline and the stench of rotting corpses. You see Madeline standing there almost like levitating off the ground a little bit. She is clutching something. A thick dagger forged from black steel. What you see is that this is not a dagger. It is at least not anything that you have ever seen a person make on purpose. It looks almost like a fragment from a much larger sword that has been converted into a dagger. It was said when Xandis brought down his sword upon Laki, shattering the single island into several thousands of islands, smaller pieces. It was said that though most of the sword disintegrated upon contact with another divine being, the energy being spent slaying, or so the stories say, slaying Laki, that the sword actually shattered. Some of it shattered upon the islands as it made contact, and that bits and fragments of it scattered across the world. She came to a barren field and destroyed a rock. You presume that whatever power she has, it is one that is sheer destructive force, not a summoning of some kind. Remember what Draga said about the null site? The only other way to get around it is by destroying the coil itself.
right. I was also thinking maybe Cluck Rock was a test.
Alok and Suma, I would like you both to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Well, that's a weird thing to ask.
You hear Madeline cackle maniacally. As she does, kind of like a shockwave blasts through. You watch Alok as Madeline turns and looks directly at you.
I fucking run.
Yeah, pew! Dust cloud
guys
behind us.
Fucking book it. As you do, you feel her eyes linger on you, and you hear something in your head, like a memory. Maria saying, "The servants of death. Now that you've crossed over to their side, they know you now." We cut from that over to Ruby and Gallet. Gallet, you are stuck inside of your ring. Ruby, you carry Gallet over. You see your mother.
Hey, Galad, if you're listening, not judge what you're about to hear. I just kind of clamber over and say, "Hey, Mom."
She looks at you, her eyebrows losing tension. She goes, "Cathra? Is that really you?"
Okay, let's not say my name for the whole universe to know.
I can't believe you're still alive.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Where the hell have you been? Your father's been worried sick.
You know, around, traveling.
You know damn well that ain't a good enough answer for the question I just asked.
What do you want to know? Do you want to know that I've been to Loki? I've been to Gown Republic. Went to that. What's that one again? Lagon. Long ago. Long Lagon.
Doing what? With whom? Who was taking care of you? How are you making money? How are you eating?
Just taking care of myself.
Well, because we couldn't take care of you.
No, you took care of me a little too well.
Too well, huh? God knows where you get that from. What happened to you, Cathra? He used to be good. He used to be so. He used to listen to us. He used to. Things were different. What happened? Is it something I did? Is it something your father did?
I'm just not like you guys. Being a minor, that's just never been life for me.
Not like us. Not like us. Look at your hair. Look at the way your lip curls at the edge whenever you're being sarcastic. That's us through and through. Maybe you never felt at home with a pick in your hands, but you're gonna tell me you never felt at home with a fresh cooked meal on your plate? This isn't time for this. Why are you in Barvel?
Probably the same reason as you.
Do you know why I'm here?
Choosing.
Yeah. All the clan leaders across Palea were invited so that they could get a say and have input and knowledge about what was going to happen to their chosen. Opera didn't get chosen this year.
That's
We
an
haven't gotten
unusual.
one since the first one. There's a reason why there's only ever been one chosen from Capra. It's because we won. And the boon that they requested is that from that day on, we get to choose whether to send one of our own into those tunnels. A choice in the choosing.
You're the chosen one, or you just get to decide for the clan?
Whoever wants to do it can. But as clan leaders, we hold that information sacred so that not anybody can just volunteer and potentially doom us. Year after year, the Brawn Anvils have held true to their supposition. The choosing is unfair and barbaric, and we refuse to send one of our own. The Blackstones want one anyway. Insurance, they said.
So you're coming as a hostage.
They don't want me. They want your brother.
You wanted RJ?
Yeah, I'm here to talk them out of it. We'll see how that goes. Now, come on, before we're late. She makes a move towards the vault with that stern, steady-paced walk. You follow her in. With that, we're gonna end tonight's session.